Let's talk about
Grown Ups 2.
Thank you, Grown Ups 2.
It's another sequel. Yes, and again, the first one came out 3 years ago, 2010. This sees the return of Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock and David Spade. They're childhood friends, all in their 40s. Behave as if they're about 11 years old. No Rob Schneider in it this time. In fact, his character isn't even mentioned
No
this
Juice
time.
Bigelow.
Apparently there were scheduling conflicts, and you have to wonder if even Rob Schneider claims to be too busy to be in this film. How bad can it be? At this point, I would normally give a little roundup of the plot, but there isn't really a plot, to be honest. Nothing happens.
Okay.
It's set over a day, and they just sort of muck about for the day. Richard Linklater could probably turn that into like some amazing slacker masterpiece, but unfortunately, this is directed by Dennis Duggan, who makes a lot of Adam Sandler movies. He can't really handle that. You sense that even the people, the producers and people behind the movie, the film company, know it's not very good. It wasn't screened to the press. We haven't got a clip. Adam Sandler hasn't been over here to promote it. It's a film that feels like it's not so much being released, it's more escaping, like some kind of poisonous gas. And I think, honestly, I saw it this morning, 9:30 this morning, went to a regular cinema to see it. I think it's the worst film I've seen this year.
Really?
And I've seen Bulla Quo, starring Status Quo. So what I'm saying is a film where...
Can't criticise the Quo.
Well, a film where Rick Parfitt and Francis Rossi have to act is more entertaining than Grown Ups 2. It makes no sense. Nothing happens. It's a film that starts with a joke about a deer weeing everywhere, and then it goes downhill after that. It's a film where the most significant thing that Kevin James has to do is this sort of routine, hilarious routine, where he burps, sneezes and farts within quick succession of each other. He does this about 4 or 5 times in the movie. Salma Hayek is in it, as she was in the first one. Oscar nominee. I mean, I was looking at her list of credits, Salma Hayek. Knight of the National Order of the Legion of Honour in France, recipient of the Producers Guild of America Celebration of Diversity Awards. In this, all she has to do is nag her husband and have men joke about her breasts. I mean, really, is that the best anyone can do? All of a sudden, now we're thinking, Rob Schneider, what a genius. He said no, he's a genius to this. And that's the worst thing, I think, is that it's very easy to slate Adam Sandler movies. Certainly the recent ones, they're not press screen. They haven't been great. Jack and Jill, That's My Boy. But certainly some of the early ones I really liked. 50 First Dates, I'm a big fan of.
Spanglish, loved.
Well, Spanglish is him trying to do something a bit different, isn't it? But
not comedy,
the out-and-out comedy ones, The Waterboy I remember enjoying, Happy Gilmore, a bit of a classic, really. I know Adam Sandler can do better. Chris Rock can definitely do better. He has the best lines, if you can really class them as best lines. And it's just horrible to watch this group of very talented people, Maya Rudolph, Maria Bello, just coasting through it. I think that's the most depressing thing, is that it's not that they're rubbish people and you expect it. They're actually, a lot of these people are really good. Steve Buscemi crops up in it, and I know he's mates with Sandler, but you just think... Really?
It does seem to happen a lot with a lot of these films. Is there not any kind of standards board somewhere where you can take these films in at a certain point during filming and say, right, we can finish this and, everyone can sort of go, we'll release it and no one will really notice. Or we could everybody could save their money, save their embarrassment, save all of our time, save people reviewing it and, put the money to a good cause or a decent film. It's terrible. There's no excuse for it.
I knew I was going to see it at 9:30 this morning, and I don't know if you did this when you were a student, when you used to party, before you used to go out and you knew you were going to have a few drinks, you would line your stomach. You go, I'm going to line my stomach with something because that will sort of counteract any of the evil effects. And because I knew I was seeing this, I thought, if I watch a really kind of intense, dark, brilliant film tonight, then tomorrow morning when I go and see Grown Ups 2, it will sort of counteract it. So I plucked out my Blu-ray of David Lynch's Lost Highway, which is like, really industrial and bleak and impenetrable, and watched it last night, hoping that then when I go and see Grown Ups 2 this morning, it won't seem quite so bad. Not even the whole David Lynch box set could counteract the effects of Grown Ups 2. Very disappointing.